You say you love them, but they drive you crazy. There's always that but. And so you have roller coaster emotions about your relationship that you're in because you feel that you love them, but yet there are things going on that you are not happy with. Now, when this is going on, this is the time to not just ignore it, because what we're doing is we are basically ignoring or tolerating the inevitable, so that you are going to get to the point where you just can't stand the way they breathe. And if you don't want to reach that state, this is a time for you to pay attention and not say, well, this is how relationships are. This is what people say to themselves. That allows them to do nothing. Okay, so when you have yourself in a relationship and you are choosing to remain in that relationship, then you can actually take steps to make it so that those annoyances, those irritants, those buts that you keep mentioning up are no longer significant. And that is something that you can actually do. Now, a lot of times people say, well, you know what? I don't want to have to do all the work. I always have to do all the work. Do you want to be happy? That's all I have to say. Do you want to be happy? If you do want to be happy, okay, then you're going to take the steps necessary in order to make that happen. Now, this is what I need you to hear what I'm saying. When I say take the steps that you're going to take are the ones that are productive. They're going to lead to the fact that not only you are doing all the work, but that he will or she will start participating in doing the work also. So in the past, the way you have likely done it is that you have met their low vibe thoughts, words, and actions with your own low vibe thoughts, words, and actions. This is a pattern that we were unknowingly brought up to be with, that if someone is talking to us in a low vibe way, we go back with them at the same. This is actually what creates the pattern of nothing being done, nothing being changed. So when someone is coming at you with a lower vibe, your job is to remain on the higher vibe. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that you allow them to do whatever? That it means that you can't speak up? Does it mean you have to tolerate and ignore? No, because those are all, tolerating and ignoring is all low vibe. What you actually do is you take ownership and know what you're feeling and saying, and then you're able to express it in a high vibe way. High vibe is that person knows that you still love them, but you have something to express to them. Okay? High vibe is that you're actually trying to pursue peace, not that you're trying to prove that you're right and they're wrong. Reasonableness, flexibleness, accepting the efforts that they're making, even if they're not meeting your expectations, giving them time to do that. Okay? That is the higher vibe. When you go in this higher vibe, you will actually reap the benefits that you want. And that person will raise themselves to meet your high vibe. When you go back at them at low vibe, they're going to go back to meet you at low vibe, and then you go back to meet them at low vibe, and everybody's going back and forth at low vibe. And that is why nothing stays or nothing changes. Okay? And this is why people say relationships are hard. Now, relationships can be very smooth when you know how to work within those parameters, okay, of understanding that when you go back at someone with low vibe or go at someone with low vibe and they come back with you at that, that is why everything is hard and difficult. When you have the pattern of being able to communicate your feelings, your thoughts, whatever is going on in a high vibe way, so the other person feels that they're able to respond to you in a high vibe way, things will be different. Now you're going to say, okay, well, I tried it and it didn't work, Renee. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You already have a pattern going on of low vibe. So all of a sudden you change it and pop up. They won't be suspicious. They're not knowing what that is and they don't know what to do. And they're going to still go at you with low vibe. Your job is to stay on the high vibe, no matter what they say. No matter what they do, you stay at the high vibe. The high vibe is not basically returning evil for evil. It's staying in that high vibe. Now, if at some point you see that no matter what you do, And we're saying not in this one conversation, okay? If you've been in this relationship where you're at the I can't tolerate, or there are all these buts, that means you've already been in it for so long a period of time. You've invested some time. So go ahead and invest a little bit more. It ain't going to kill you. Okay? And we're not talking about where you're in physical danger. We're talking about the usual going at each other because of those minor differences of basically you're defending yourself trying to get love. And for some reason, people think that they can get love by being in a low vibe state. And unfortunately, you cannot. In order for you to receive love, you have to actually be in a love state. You can't be down on love.